What's going on YouTube? So today's video is basically going to be something a little different that I don't typically do. This video is kind of like a look behind the scenes on how I film these videos. Not necessarily how, but the gear used to make this content. Now, disclaimer, everything that I'm going to show you in this video isn't a necessity. These are all optional accessories. If you're going to build a setup like this, you don't have to use every single accessory, but I am going to include links to everything I show in this video. So if it's something you think that might fit your build, or if you're looking to do a build similar to this, then all the links to all the accessories in this video will be included down in the description. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first piece of gear I want you all to take a look at, and what I'm going to be able to show you without pulling the phone out, is going to be this little FeelWorld monitor mount. This is the FeelWorld F6 Pro. This is a 5.5 or 6-inch monitor. It is a 4K monitor, which allows a in and out. You have the in port and you have an out port, so you can jump the video feed from this monitor to another if you have that option. On this specifically, I am running this wirelessly powered by the Shimbal TP Mini and a Sony NP-F 550 battery. Now, this little monitor just allows me to set this anywhere in the room. If I'm across the room, I'm not near the camera, I need to adjust settings. This gives me a secondary viewing option. It's not necessary, but it does allow for functionality and ease of use if you're, again, not in the same vicinity of the original setup, which is right here. We're now filming on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Here we have everything mounted to the C-stand. This C-stand is going to be a newer, I think it's a 10.5 inch. Going back to the monitor real quick, this is the FeelWorld T10. If you guys are into anything photography, videography, camera gear related, the guy I got this from, you should know his name, Kieran Franklin over at 924 Photography. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I appreciate you hooking me up with this FeelWorld monitor. So this is what I'm using to view my main angle on this setup here. Up here we have our Sennheiser MKE 600 mounted on this magic arm. Now, it's not plugged in right now. Typically, it would be hardwired into the camera, or I would have the DJI Mic 2 running this in a wireless configuration. But as you can see from this tiny little light back here, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. Let me zoom in there. That little tiny green light, that is the DJI Mic Mini transmitter or receiver. And I am obviously wearing the DJI Mic Mini, so that's the audio you're hearing in this video. Again, we mentioned the C-stand monitor. We have the mic here. This is a 13-inch magic arm, I believe. All these things, they're not like super expensive, but again, they will add up over time. So this is SmallRig's 15mm rod rail system. This is just how the camera is mounted, so I can quickly detach the camera from this using an Arca Swiss plate. I can swap it to the cinema rig, I can swap it to the gimbal, or I can put it back on here and it all mounts across the board seamlessly. This rail system is mounted on a swivel ball head joint on a 6-inch arm with a super clamp. And the monitor is also on the same type of arm with a super clamp mounted to the C-stand. So that is that configuration. Coming back here to the front, this is a newer magic arm. This little round disc up here is a magnetic plate by SmallRig. Now, this magnetic plate allows me to mount things like, say, the phone or other mag mount accessories, like this little field monitor for the phone. And this is the CP5 for wireless Bluetooth monitoring using a cell phone. So say my cell phone was in the place of the camera, I could use this as monitor still using the rear facing camera on the iPhone. And that just allows me to mount this whatever which way, vertical if I'm filming vertical content, or horizontal if I'm filming landscape content. Again, this is the Shimbal CP5 Bluetooth field monitor for iOS and Android devices. It's just a simple little RE mount, mag mount plate with a magic arm mounted to the front of this rail system. Moving around, we have the Shimbal TP Mini, again, which you saw on the other little field monitor. This is the transmitter. So you can see the little TX there. This is the TP Mini. And this is running, again, into the camera from this HDMI straight into the camera. And then from the HDMI out into the back of the monitor here. Let me move this light around so you can see. So yeah, this monitor is being powered off of a Sony NP-F 970 battery, and the wireless feed is going from the out of the TP Mini to the bottom of the monitor. And again, this monitor is sitting on a 6-inch arm mounted with a super clamp to the C-stand. So down here, we have another magic arm mounted to this C-stand here. We have the magic arm. This is an 11-inch magic arm to an iPad mount. Now, the iPad is strictly used for just notes and other bullet point key points. If I'm filming a video, I need to stay on topic and I'm not rambling, then I'll use the iPad. I'll have notes on the screen, or kind of like a teleprompter app that I can use to navigate my way through a video. On the bottom of the stand, I have this little tray mount that has a cup holder where I store things like audio accessories, camera batteries, and this cool little 3D printed battery tray I made. And then again, here is the C-stand, just a standard C-stand. I don't have rollers on the legs. I know most people buy a stand with rollers on the legs, but I have not done that. I might in the future, or I might just buy a stand altogether. On the light, we are running the Amaran Aputure. I think this is a 60D. This is a tiny little cob light on a 25-inch Amaran Light Dome 60. So you can see the light dome there. Grid, there's a whole setup there. And these lights are small and portable, and they just run off of this V-mount plate, which has two F970 batteries on it. So these two batteries are detachable. You can run it via AC power or wireless setups running on any NP-F batteries. So that is how this light is being powered. This gives you a little look at the setup configuration. Alrighty, so that is basically the kind of rundown. I know I didn't go super in depth in detail for a lot of stuff, but again, pictures and links will be down in the description if you want to check any of this gear out. Again, these things are not necessities. These are just kind of what I've used to build this rig out. You can build these rigs any which way, but hopefully these key components will kind of give you an idea of a starting point that will allow you to build out an all-in-one stand studio setup like this, if that's something you're in the market looking to do. So it eliminates all the setup process, and it makes shooting this video a lot faster, a lot easier, and less stressful. So again, links to everything I've covered in this video, including cables, all that stuff, will be in the description if you guys want to check all that out. You can go through and you can add these items to your cart or your wish list or save for later to build a configuration similar to this. Again, you don't need to buy these exact components, but this is just what I use in my setup. So hopefully you got some entertainment from this and got some good information from this. If you guys are not subscribed, I highly encourage you guys to go down below, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for post notifications. You'll be notified anytime I upload content like this. If you guys want to see videos like this or have questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll do my best to answer any questions you guys might have. With that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching. We will see you next time.